Hello, 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 my lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello. Today we are doing a pick a card on how is your person currently feeling and thinking about you, about the connection, and anything else my guides want me to throw in there. I'm so happy to have you guys here. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, thank you. I hope that you enjoy this reading and I hope you subscribe and join the channel. So, we have 3 piles today. So pile 1, I have this turtle card and the Muggle Stone, or also known as Tiger Iron. Pile 2 is blue Kyanite with this owl. In pile 3 we have the Dragonfly card with a black obsidian point. So take a deep breath and go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're drawn to more than one, you could just have a message in another pile that you need to hear and need to understand, and that's a beautiful time to use your own discernment and intuition. You can also watch piles for different people. If you're curious about what different people think of you, that's completely fine. The timestamps will be in the description box below. You just simply click on the description box, open it up, and you'll see the timestamps, and just click on your pile, or your stamp, and it'll take you right to your spot in the pile. So again, we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I will keep these up for a moment, or feel free to pause the screen if you need more time, and I will see you guys in your pile. Bye guys. Hello, 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 my friends. For pile 1, you guys picked this turtle card and the Muggle Stone, also known as Tiger's Iron. It has a combination, I think, of red jasper, hematite, and tiger's eye in it. And some of you guys could have like a Harry Potter connection with picking the Muggle Stone. So first I'm going to kind of talk about some energies from these oracle cards, just to kind of help you make sure you are in the right pile. If you're drawn to this pile, there's going to be something in here you need to hear, but I always want try to give you guys a little bit of insight to hopefully what connection you're in, just so you can feel a little better about, is this really my pile? So we're going to talk about this turtle a little bit intuitively and per this actual card. So the turtle represents water signs. Your person doesn't have to be, or you don't have to be, but that connection is here, this watery, emotional kind of vibe going on. So our water signs are Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This does give me very Cancer vibes, as in Cancers rule the 4th house. Turtles carry their home wherever they go, and the 4th house represents home. So with this person, they could feel like home to you, or you could feel like home to them. That may have been something that's been uttered between the two of you guys. There's just this feeling of home, or home is wherever I'm with you kind of vibe going on there with the turtle. There could just be a turtle connection or a green. With the green here, I'm also feeling like there's just a heart-centered connection, things like that. So with this turtle, it's known for being like an ancient soul, grounded, trusting, a home within itself. This person could also be, confident yet also retreating at times. So this feels like someone that's kind of in between, being like almost like an extroverted introvert. Like they can go out and get out in the world, but they also may need time to go within and collect themselves, like very INFJ kind of energy. But I want to look at some of these other ones. So you guys also got the oyster, sorry. So another water sign, very watery, but also very connected with the earth. Both of these are just because they like get into the earth. So with this oyster, something within this connection kind of can be like, it might have turned out differently than you expected. Like there may have been more here than you bargained for. You know, like we see an oyster, you don't realize sometimes if you pop up an oyster, there could be a pearl in there. So it's kind of like that diamond in the rough kind of vibe going on within this connection. So this could, you know, again, have this vibe of, I didn't expect this. You know, again, that could be good energy or bad energy, but a little differently. But I mean, I would think if you find a pearl, that's not really a bad, I didn't expect this moment, right? There's also like something about this earthy, like aphrodisiac. I cannot say that word today. So there may be this undeniable pull between the two of you guys as well, just because oysters are known for being aphrodisiac, where, you know, it's very sensual, sexual kind of energy that you guys just kind of harness together, very much where you turn, you know, you could very much turn this person on, vice versa, or both of you guys. That kind of vibe is here as well. Then you guys had, we did have differences. So some of you guys could be in a disconnect with this person. I know this card looks very sad, right? There's like two little flames that are matches that have burned out. So for some of you guys, this could have been a very strong connection that has kind of simmered out at this time, but there also could just be some differences in backgrounds, differences in beliefs, differences in how you view the world or what you want out of it. But just know that there is some sort of like friction around not seeing eye to eye that again may have caused like a disconnection for some of you guys, but just there's a little bit of something that it's like weighing on the heart, maybe more on one person than the other, but that is here. You guys also had self-worth, so something about this connection could have triggered you to really look into your self-worth and for them. We do have the mirror here, so you guys could be mirroring each other, triggering each other, one of those types of connections. But this is also a lot about soul lessons and really, really learning to love ourselves, seeing our worth, seeing the value intrinsically within ourselves is wrapped up in this connection. So this makes me feel like this is definitely some sort of spiritual connection, especially with the turtle representing the ancient soul. Again, the oyster is kind of like that secret keeper. There's hidden treasures within here. And then we have the mountain card that came out. So there are challenges. There's been something that you have to battle, or you're in the middle of a challenge within this connection. If that doesn't feel right for you, this might not be your pile, but that's kind of like this overtone that's kind of being picked up. Well, again, we're going to get into more oracles, the tarot. There will be an extended on this reading, but that's kind of just this energy that is sitting here now, or it could have been in the recent past, could be current, but something about all of that should spark something within you, so you know where you're at. So let's move on. Sorry, I'm kind of just trying to figure out how I want. The energy is very interesting. It keeps like pausing me. So I also now reminded of like turtles being kind of slow. So there, again, this feels like a pause. Like it feels like a unfinished business energy. Like it's very sad that this has come to this, is how this is feeling. I don't think I've ever felt the sadness before when I've used this card, but I feel like there's so much potential here, and it's like, why is it like this? So that could be your feelings about it, that could be their feelings about it, but that feeling is definitely intrinsically in this pile. This big sadness for what we're going. Sorry, I'm trying to get that not to glare so much. I need this light though. Okay, might have to move those around a little bit. Okay, now it got really dark for me. Anywho, but I don't want you guys to have a massive glare. All right, let's just go ahead and get into the tarot and see, how is pile one's person feeling about them at this time? And get some insight to what's going on in their heart. I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot. Okay, pile one's person, how are they feeling? There's a lot. There was like 6. I'm not going to take that. Okay. Okay, so we have a 10 of Pentacles. So this person definitely sees your value. They do see your worth. You have this sense of completion within with them. So the 10 of Pentacles is that closing out of a cycle. It's a very abundant, happy life. It's very reminiscent of the 10 of Cups, but this is just feeling like so lucky with everything, like just secure, grounded connection. So this person feels like that with you. Again, that feeling of home. They see you as someone that they could build a future with or wanted to at one time. Again, this feels sad. It's almost sad, like we could have had it all, but what are we doing? You know, that vibe is so here. Like it's such a somber feeling, guys. So again, if you guys are in a super happy-go-lucky, I don't know if this is your pile. This just feels like almost like defeat a little bit, is how this is coming in. And like almost like wanting to sink away, like hide away from this connection. So this could have like, again, started off burning so bright and then it's like dimmed out to nothing, and it just like makes you feel like you just like want to curl up in a ball or curl up in your shell. So this person also may have a tendency to have a very hard exterior, or they see you as having a hard exterior, but yet on the inside there's all this warmth and beauty if you choose to let someone into that, right? So we have an Ace of Swords. So this person's having some sort of epiphanies or revelations about this connection and thoughts about you. Let me get more of these cards out. I'm just so in this interesting energy. Okay, so the Two of Wands. So this person is trying to figure out what path to take. They might feel like they're at a crossroads with this Two of Wands, or when it comes to you, but it's like they want the world and they see where you could fit in it. It's just, how do I make that work? And that may be what this person's having some epiphanies about, some new ideas about. Nine of Wands. So you guys have definitely been through the ringer in this connection, but this is the energy of like, even though this has been hard, even though this has been challenging, you guys had the mountain, I'm not giving up. I refuse to give up on this. I refuse to give up on our connection. Like, I'm not backing down from this battle. Like, it is not over. That's the energy of this Nine of Wands. We have the Empress here. So this person definitely sees your beauty. They see your value. They see your worth. This could be, for some of you guys, you could have children with this person, or you guys have talked about having children. We do have children in this card, and the Empress is pregnant in this deck. But this is also about creating together. So this person just sees you as someone that can create so much. You can take nothing and turn it into something. The Empress is a queen of queens. So this person sees you as someone that's on top of, you know, like almost on a pedestal kind of energy here. Very Mother Earth energy. Like I know these are both like technically in this deck water signs, but I'm getting very earthy vibes here as well. But man, this person thinks you're stunning. Like you're almost captivating. It's like they can't quite let that go. Or let this connection, again, like the potential of this connection, like it was like such a hidden gem. It's quite sad that this person's or the majority here, again, I pick up on a lot of energy. A lot of people watch these readings, but the majority energy just feels like, how did this happen? Where have we gone? So we have the Hermit here, so representing some Virgo, that earth energy. So this person, I think, in quiet solitude, thinks about this connection of, again, where it could have gone. What glare do I have now? Oh my goodness. It's this one. One day I'm going to have all my lighting perfected. Okay. But yeah, so this person, we have a lot of owls here. All of a sudden I'm noticing, so owls might be, we have a lot of animals. We have dogs, cats, but this owl is really looking in. So this person, I feel like, goes within to try to get knowledge. They feel like there's an interconnection between the two of you guys. Yeah, it's kind of like that being sad, but also reminiscent of like these beautiful times you guys had together. Again, the value between the two of you guys is quite beautiful, and the value that they see within you. So it's like when they have time, when they do slow down, they think of you often. And there's a sense of trying to figure this out with this person. Let's see what this Ace of Swords is. What is this person's new ideas, new realizations about? The Seven of Wands, like how to, this is very similar energy to this Nine of Wands. So this person is trying to figure out how I'm going to win this battle. Like, I am not backing down. I'm standing my ground. For some of you guys, if this difference that you guys had, you guys may be both like, no, I'm right, no, I'm right kind of energy. So this person also could be standing a little bit in this like, well, I know this is right. But they also might be seeing things from your angle too. Like if you pointed out a lot of things, maybe that was hard for them to hear. Like this is also a very defensive energy. So they may realize where they put up their walls, where they were being defensive, about this connection, where they were being standoffish, could be what they're having realizations. On the flip side, another message could be where you were standing your ground, you put up boundaries, and maybe this person's starting to see why, like it's almost like getting a new perspective on why things happen this way, or why you needed to be to stand your ground. All right, let's clarify this Two of Wands. So we have the Lovers here. Yeah, this person definitely sees you as a soulmate, soul level energy here. We have Gemini showing up here, but this person can see a future with you and wants some sort of partnership with you and in love. These people, they're holding hands here, and there's two little cats, and their tails make this heart. And the fire between them is like burning bright. So I feel like this person, that's where they want to go to. They want to get back to this connected, fiery energy you guys have, that left you guys feeling very burnout, right? But it's like, I want to get back to this fiery love. That's where I want to go. It's like, I don't want to go down the path of the separation. I want this unity, this connection. So we have Judgment here, clarifying this Nine of Wands. So Judgment is very like a renewal energy. It's coming back to life, but it's also facing, it's like Judgment Day. So everything that you guys have done, it's having those awakenings, those realizations, again, coming back to life. So there is like a resurrection quality. This person isn't willing, like they're not going to give up the fight. They want things to come back in more of a beautiful way. I love that there's music notes in this card, so there could be a musical connection in this between the two of you guys. One of you guys may be a musician yourself, and this feels like also like someone wanting to call you back in, or wanting to have some sort of communication, maybe sending you a song, or even like telepathically, or their higher self sending you songs and stuff. That's kind of coming in. It's like they're not going to give up. They're not ready to give up. They want to see if this can be resurrected, where this can go. And we have an Ace of Wands. So they want a passionate, fiery new beginning with you. That's clarifying our Empress. In the bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Swords. So you may have cut this person off, or it may have swiftly cut. There may be have been a swift change in dynamics with you guys. But overall, like this person, when it comes to you, they want clarity. They want this truth to come out. They want, you to know how they feel. Backtracking a little bit to this Empress energy and this Ace of Wands. So this person, again, sees they see you as so beautiful. They're very attracted to you with this Ace of Wands too, but this doesn't feel very lustful. This feels very honoring. Sometimes, the Ace of Wands can be like a little more lustful energy, but the way that this is coming across is like they admire your beauty and everything you create, but they do want some sort of passionate new beginning. They feel very drawn to you, but in such a beautiful way. Now, this person digs you a lot. Like, you may be their hidden treasure. They may have not realized how amazing this could have gone, but they're definitely sad that it's not there. It's not at that point. Like, it's whatever has transpired between the two of you guys, whatever mountain this is, whatever lessons that you guys have had to learn together, it's not over for this person. Again, they want this to come back around. They're ready to go through any more battles just to bring this back to life. is this this energy that we're in. Let me pull some of these cards. Wanted to come out and play in this reading today. So what else does pile 1 need to know? So I don't know how to say this flower. Or yeah, Stephanatos. Cooperation. Take the hand offered or ask. So yeah, this person wants things to, they want to take your hand. They want to ask you for cooperation. They want to ask things like to try to like, let's work this out kind of energy. Let's work together. They want your cooperation. They don't want to let this go. We have fuchsia, true feelings. Within you is all you need to know. So this person definitely has very true, strong feelings for you. They know that in their heart of hearts. So like they can't let it go. It's like almost like you're the pearl inside their shell, right? You're the home within them. But there's a lot of true feelings that they feel for you. And it's like the more that you guys have been apart, if you guys are, or whatever this is, whatever this challenge has, it's made them realize how much they truly want this, how much they truly want you. Oh, we have the Magician right underneath this. So they definitely want to manifest this connection, to be stronger together, to come back in. We also have a page, we have the Page of Cups and the King of Cups, holy cow, and the World. So completing out this cycle. Wow. Yeah, there's just so much this person wants. This feels very unfinished business. But they want clarity, but I keep getting like this message about, obviously the Queen always holds the sort of truth. This is very air sign energy, but it's like, I keep getting this message that this person just wants you to know their truth. There's a lot of blue in this card, which is the color of the throat chakra, so they may want to express their truth. Maybe some of them want to sing you a song. I'm gonna write you a love song or something like that song. I can't remember who sings that. But that's really coming in. But with this musical thing, I'm reminded that I want to pull some songs for you guys. So with these song cards, there's going to be some sort of message within the lyrics for you. So if you don't know the song, you can just look up the lyrics. There's going to be something within them that they want you to know. I'm also going to pull message cards as well. And then I'll take this over to the extended. We're going to look in the extended, we're going to look into the intentions and actions, possible outcomes and guidance, as well as more message cards. But let's see, for song cards, this one wants to flip over. We have Praying by Cachapp. This song has been coming up a lot. This is a really, really tough song. I know what was written for this song, but just look at the lyrics or listen to the song. It's a very powerful song, but I'm not going to do my interpretation or even how the artist wrote it. With these songs, though, as anyone knows that looks at any sort of art form, music, movies, we're all going to get something a little different out of it. So I don't want to put even the author's twist on it or my twist, but this is about changing. But this is a hard song, but it's a beautiful song, not Kesha's normal kind of material. So look this up. There's going to be a message within the lyrics. Enough of that, sorry. Okay, so Love Me Like You Do by Ellie Goulding. So this person definitely loves you, and they love how you love them. They love how you make them feel. Again, you make them feel at home. You make them feel secure. Maybe you've helped them see their own self-worth. Maybe maybe their own self-worth caused issues in this. Maybe that was some of the difference, is like how you guys viewed each other or how you viewed them and they couldn't see what you saw, that kind of stuff. But like the way you love them, the way you see them is probably more different than this person's experience. For some of them, that could have scared them. And also if they don't see themselves, like if this person hasn't developed their own self-love and their self-worth, it's hard to accept that someone can love you if you don't love yourself. Like, you just don't get it. You're like, how could this person love me when I'm XYZ? So that is a huge thing. That's why self-love is so important, especially if we're, working on our own self-worth, our own self-love. It's so, so important, because if you don't, it's hard to fully accept and truly, let in someone else loving you if you don't love yourself. So that's a dynamic people just don't completely realize all the time that people self-sabotage because of a lack of self-love and self-worth. So it's a very important thing to cultivate within yourself. All right, let's pull one more song, and then I'm going to do some message cards just to get some messages from this person. And You Were Meant for Me by Jewel. So some sweet songs. So this person definitely sees you as someone that was meant for them. We have Jewel here, which reminds me of that pearl and the oyster. So they see you as this precious treasure, and they love how you love them. What message cards do I want to use? I want to use these. All right, let's see. So pile one's person, before we go to the extended, what are some things they want the viewer to know? What do they want to say? I'm struggling and working to change this. So they are trying to work. You know, again, it's this feeling of like, how did this happen? Like this feeling of loss here in this person's energy. I hope you can forgive me. I feel like you will always be the missed opportunity. Okay. I think about you constantly and I don't know what to do. And we did have that Ace of Wands, like you are heavily on this person's mind. We have the Queen of Swords, so maybe you just invade, you invade their thoughts with your truth. Maybe you told this person how you felt and maybe they just weren't ready to open up themselves, but it's like your words just rattle through their heads. Like they just like go over it over and over and over again. I've always known you're the one for me. Okay, let's get a few more. I keep thinking about the first time I saw you. So yeah, they were captivated when they saw you first. Like, wow. I have so many regrets. And let's pull one last one, and then I'll take this to the extended. Our connection is cosmic, and I love that. Oh, we'll take the bottom of the deck. I was scared because I cared so much, because that's something we kind of talked about in this pile. All right, guys, I will take this over to the extended. The link will be in the description box if you're interested. We're going to go over intentions, possible outcomes. Don't forget to like. If you resonated with this pile, please like, comment, even if it's just an emoji. That really helps me out. Share this with someone that you think would enjoy this reading. But yeah, so I'm going to take this over to the extended. Intentions, actions, possible outcomes, guidance from the universe, and a lot more message cards, maybe some more song cards and other oracle cards. I just go where my guides take me in readings. So as always, thank you guys so much for spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you in a future reading. Bye guys. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 2. You guys picked this piece of blue kyanite. Super cool. And the owl card. So some of you guys could, owls could be your signifier. There could be a connection to owls. And typically owls represent knowledge, intuition, like a sense of clairvoyance, a way of seeing through. So if you were drawn to this card, this could be some energy that you feel between you and this person. There could just be like a quote-unquote knowing within them and within you. I'm going to go over some of the oracle cards first, just to kind of set up the energy for the energy between the two of you guys, just to kind of help you figure out if this is your pile or not. If you were drawn to this pile, there's going to be at least something in here you needed to hear, though. But we'll start there. So there could be some intensity and eye contact. I'm getting like very like see right through you kind of vibe. So this person either thinks that you see into their soul or vice versa, or they just seem to you guys just connect in such a deep way. There could be a nighttime aspect to here because owls are typically nocturnal. Yeah, it's just like this intense eye connection is going on. But overall with this deck, like this owl represents abundance, clairvoyant, and treasures. So there's a sense of like trusting and generosity between the two of you guys. This person could see you as a very generous person, and they could also be generous. But yeah, this is a like also signifier of big, you know, intellectual there too, but a spiritual connection between the two of you guys. The other card for this you had was Buffalo. So this is air energy. So it could be air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And then we have earth signs here. And if your person doesn't fit into that, it's fine. But we earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Here with the buffalo. So the buffalo, flip through to this book. It says grounded yet heavenly, practical yet spiritual. So there is, again, this heavenly spiritual like connection between the two of you guys. This card is a lot about balance, trusting, and just being in the presence. There is a sense like if you guys like the negative aspects, sometimes there could be like a flightiness or a restlessness within this person or within your connection at times. But now I'm hearing as above, so below, kind of like the earth and or the air and the earth kind of energy as well. But let's move into some more cards with that. We have healing. So there is healing going on within this connection, healing within some hearts. We have two damages, like little injuries here. So like a past injury and a newer one that's healing. So that could be relevant to some of you guys. Like you guys, this could be like a couple times going around with this connection. There could just be a lot of past pain that this person's healed from, or you guys have, had a lot of just friction at times, just old wounding here. You or this person, or both of you guys, could have had like a very significant trauma experience from your past. So there could be like, I hate saying this, but there could be a trauma bond aspect to this connection as well, maybe there. That never has to be frowned upon. It can just be a truth, but it's just something to recognize. But overall, there's a lot of healing when it comes to the heart in this connection. We have codependency, so there could be some codependencies, some attachment style issues between the two of you guys. A lot of us fall into that. So again, there's no like judgment with this. There's just like recognizing that there's potential toxic bonds and behaviors within the connection, where maybe that's something that you guys are learning through. It could be a soul lesson between the two of you guys, but you also feel very connected to this person, and this person feels very connected to you. Like, you may have tried to do cord cuttings, vice versa, things like of that nature, but there is like this codependent type bond that you feel like you're very attached and they feel very attached to you. Then we have the path. So the path is about being in like a crossroads, trying to make a decision. So there could be some sort of decision that needs to be made here. We have the number 22, may be important to some of you guys. But we have a little B here as well. But there's just like this, like almost for some reason this reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune though too, which is like things are moving and shifting, but there has to be a decision to be made, around this connection. So let's jump in. So that's kind of the overall energy. We're probably going to touch on that throughout the reading. I'm going to do tarot now. I'll pull more oracle cards, as well as channeled message cards from your person at the end of the reading, and then there will also be an extended if you're interested in that as well. But let's jump into the meat of this. So how is pile 2's person thinking about them at this time? Thinking and feeling. What is in their heart? Okay, that's what I want to ask. What is in pile 2's person's heart towards the viewer? What's in their heart at this time? We have a 4 of Pentacles. So this also kind of feeds into this codependency kind of thing. This person may feel like they don't want to lose you. The 4 of Pentacles is trying to hold on very tight to an energy. So there may be this like type of like, feels kind of like possessive over you. That isn't always bad, but it's just like they're really trying to like hold on tight to this connection, hold on tight to you. They also just feel like you're something that is of immense value that they don't want to lose, but it does come in a very like, there's like toxic vibe about that. I know a lot of you guys will hear that and you'll be like, no, I want them to want me so passionately, but I hope you understand like the point of that can be those codependent tendencies here. But this person definitely sees you as something that they don't want to lose, though. They definitely don't want to lose you. They don't want to lose this connection. Very interesting. There's like a window open, and this cat is like very, you know, maybe trying to jump out. So one of you guys may have tried to leave this connection at one time. We do have these two little scars, and the other person is trying to hold on tightly. There's this like, please don't leave energy, please don't go energy here. We have the Ten of Pentacles, so this person definitely sees your value. They see the worth in your connection. They see that you're abundant. So when we're going from Four of Pentacles, we want to get to the Ten of Pentacles. That's along the road that we're going, but the Four of Pentacles is holding on to something when you don't realize that there's even something even better. So maybe this person, you know, in the beginning, you know, was almost, this kind of feels like an evolution, but in the beginning, maybe they just valued you on a surface level. And as things have gone on, they've learned to value just so much more about you. There's so much to your character. There's so much future that they could see that maybe this person didn't value as much in the beginning. They just maybe liked you because they thought you're hot, you know, like that kind of vibe. But as like the relationship has gone on, the value has just grown between the two of you guys. See what's next. We have the Lovers here. So Gemini showing up. So this person definitely sees you as a soulmate type energy, soulmate type connection, soul level connection, whatever you want to label that. But you're someone that they could see having a future with, wanting to go the distance here. And you guys just feel like there's just a knowing between the two of you guys. Also, another thing about this buffalo I didn't talk about, there's like a stability there. There's a stability in the Ten of Pentacles. Like, so there's so much just groundedness within the two of you guys. As beautiful and up in the air and like spiritual as this connection is, there's something that's so grounded in reality between the two of you guys, and you guys just seem to just fit and just click together. We have the World here. So there is cycles that are completing out, or you guys are coming into completion. With looking at the world and how this person sees you and feels about you, this would be a sense of like, you complete me kind of vibe here. Like there's a completion to this, but they also want to complete this unit. This person definitely, I really feel like most of you guys are with this person. If for some reason you guys aren't in connection, this may be something that this person like thinks about often, like how you complete them. Like it's almost like you're the piece of their puzzle to make up their world. They see you as their world. But this feels very like solid connection here. If some of you guys are in a newer connection with this person, just know that there may be like those codependent tendencies, but they definitely see your value. They see you as a divine counterpart, or someone that, you know, again, fits into their world, so to speak. And they just see like that you hold an immense amount of value. We have the Six of Pentacles. So there is this even give and take between the two of you guys, reciprocated energy. This goes into this generosity. So the Six of Pentacles is about having so much wealth that you can give to others, that you can give to those that are less than you. They also probably see you as a very generous person. Some of you guys may do like community work. You may be very generous. You may like philanthropy. That kind of stuff is going on. But they see you having a generous and open heart. There's a lot of earth energy here within this as well. Earth and air, so far, is all that has showed up. With Lovers is an air sign, and we have the earth and the air here. Again, if you don't fit into that, don't worry. I'm not excluding you guys. I just want to point out that there is a lot of groundedness, yet there's so much connection above as below here with this. And like with this person's wearing this green robe in this card, and they're giving, but it's like you give of your heart. This person sees you as someone that not only gives financially, but you literally give of yourself. You give of your heart. You give from this beautiful heart space with this green, which is the color of the heart chakra. It's like you just willingly like just give of yourself. And this is something that this person really admires about you. They appreciate about you. You may have inspired this person to be a better version of themselves just by being you. You being so kind and so generous, not just with them, but with everyone. And they like almost see you shining, like see how this light is like shining up behind this, almost like it's like you're the sun and you just light up other people's lives. But you do it from such a pure-hearted space. There's nothing egotistical about that. It's such a lovely energy. This person definitely sees you in a very strong light. They think very highly of you. Yeah, and the feelings, like, I mean, we don't have any cups yet, so it's not like overly emotional, but yeah, it's so solid and pure. But let's see what's below the surface. Let's clarify these. So what's clarifying this Four of Pentacles, please? So we have a Seven of Swords. So this person may try to hide the fact that they have these codependent tendencies. They may not want you to know how much they like are holding on to this connection. I know a lot of readers will, I was just having this discussion with a good friend of mine about Seven of Swords, and everybody reads that as like, oh, they're cheating, they're sneaky. Seven of Swords is just someone that isn't necessarily just letting out all their they're holding on to some of their thoughts to themselves. They're keeping things to themselves. That doesn't have to be necessarily sneaky. Sometimes it's strategic. Sometimes people are afraid to share their thoughts and communicate that kind of stuff. So with it, you know, this person may not want you to see how much they really do want to hold on to this connection. For some reason, it makes like the way this is coming in is like this person feels like it makes them come across weak if they let you know that they need you so bad. I mean, it's kind of silly, but that's just how this person like almost views it as a weakness, that they seem to just need you as much as they do. All right, let's see what's below the surface of this Ten of Pentacles. We have an Ace of Wands. So yeah, this person definitely like just has so much passion towards you. Not only do they see your value, but they are extremely attracted to you. There's a lot of similar energy that was in pile 1. So if you were drawn to pile 1, I'm going to add that because I did have this card in pile 1, but I didn't notice these music notes. But there was a musical like connection in pile 1 too. But I'm getting like really drawn into these music notes. But we have like all this artistic kind of stuff. The Ace of Wands represent creativity, our passions, things that come within us, that like what fuels our fire within our soul, so to speak. My guides are drawing me into there's music notes here. So there may be a musical connection between the two of you guys. Maybe you share songs, someone's a musician, something like that. But we have all kinds of art forms here. There's writing, there's paintbrushes. But basically, you spark a fire in this person. So this feeling they get with you also makes them feel alive. Ace of Wands is really like being lit back alive to me. That's a message I get from my guides. It's like it's burning from the inside out, but in a really, really good way. So you make this person feel alive. But again, for some reason it makes them feel weak, that they feel like they need you. Maybe this person has battled with healing from codependency issues, and here they find themselves like, oh, I'm stuck wanting this person so bad again. I thought I worked on this. Maybe it could be trivial as that, but there's some sort of shame around how much they feel like they need you. We have a Nine of Cups, man, clarifying this Lovers. And this is really good energy, guys. Like, I'm really loving this reading, is clarifying the Lovers here. So the Nine of Cups is our wish fulfilled. It's everything that we could want coming to light. We do have this little crab, so we may have some Cancer. We're finally getting some of our cup, our emotional energy coming in with this Nine of Cups. And with this Nine of Cups, this is wish fulfillment. So this connection they feel with you is something that they've dreamed of. For some of them, they may feel like it's very much like a dream. And I just had another message come in. So I'm going back to the Four of Pentacles. Also, this person, there may be a sense of them that tries to hold on to this feeling of not needing anyone. Like this person, if your person had a hard childhood or didn't get shown love that way, they may be grasping, trying to hold on to what they valued, not realizing that the biggest currency in life is love. right? So maybe this person has never really been open to love before, and maybe they hide that. Because again, there's shame that's coming up for this person on how like much they like don't want to admit that they really want this connection. It's very interesting, but yet here it is, like this loving connection they feel with you is something that they've always wanted. It feels like a childhood dream. It's like this feeling like of not sure or not knowing like how this is possible for them. This, for some of you guys could be dealing with a person like gave up on love a long time ago, or just is like, oh, it doesn't work out for me. But yet here it is. And so for some of them, maybe holding on to their single way of life, not realizing that, yeah, you have some value here in the Four of Pentacles, but the ultimate value is the 10, right? That's the end. That's the 10. That's the completion of, you know, of the minor cards before we get to the court cards. So like they might be still like grasping tightly to their old way of life was the message I was trying to get out. But yet there's this connection with you, this feeling they have with you that is like really like something that they've truly wanted, and it's a wish fulfilled. All right, what's clarifying the world here? 9 of Swords. So this completion terrifies this person. It really freaks them out. Like the fact that you even exist kind of gives this person some anxiety. So it goes back to maybe some of them are clinging to this quote unquote, what they valued, their single life, that kind of vibe coming in. That, and if some of you guys aren't in connection with this person, it may cause them sleepless nights that they've lost their world. I'm going to look through this card a little bit. I don't know if anyone else loves tarot cards as much as I do, but there's so much beautiful imagery. Yeah, so this person, you know, this person is up. There's all these books. So it's like they're trying to gain information. They're trying to understand. Maybe they're trying to figure out which way to go. This person could be someone that's always in search of information and for knowledge, like trying to understand things. We have this little red bird here. I don't know, lately in my readings, I'm always drawn into like, if there's a red bird. So I don't know if there's just someone that's watching all my readings that red bird is like your symbol. Cause I don't, up until a couple weeks ago, I didn't notice all the red birds that are in my cards, but yeah, I see them every time. So, and feel guided to point them out. So reds represent our root chakra, which is about feeling safe and feeling grounded. With this big piece of red on the wall, it feels like this person has felt so in their head that they don't feel grounded. And, you know, this person may pride themselves on being level-headed, being grounded in connections, but yet when it comes to you, when it comes to this piece of, their missing piece of their puzzle, quote unquote, it kind of makes them feel like ungrounded. And that's very, this person doesn't like to feel not in control of themselves and of their feelings, and so they may have a tendency to overthink that, because if they get swept away with you, like in this card there's like this wind sweeping her hat away. If they allow themselves to get completely swept away, what does that mean? So that's, for some reason, again, is very terrifying to this person. All right, let's see. And then we have a Page of Cups, which was on the bottom of the deck a minute ago. I noticed it. But so this person definitely has, you know, a lot of feelings for you. They may keep it, I mean, our page isn't our king, you know, so they might still try to keep these feelings light and level, be a little more playful with things. This person also may not be as emotionally like evolved as say you are. So it's like they feel like a little less than in your presence, and a little bit of emotional immaturity is kind of popping up. It doesn't mean someone has to be immature, but sometimes people can't handle emotions the same. And in the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles, even though I don't feel like this is necessarily representative in this reading, my guides typically give it to me if someone is owing someone else an apology. I know everybody reads the pages differently, but that's one that my guides give me. So for some of you guys, someone may be feeling like some regrets and they need to give you an apology. Oh, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles coming right underneath. And then the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, this person, there's so much value that they see. There is a lot that they want to give you. They may have given you a gift in the past. That might be a love language of theirs, is to like provide and give gifts. But overall, guys, this feels really, really good. Again, just be mindful of some codependent tendencies. This person, yeah, is working through some stuff, but overall, like, their feelings for you, as scary as they may be, feel very concrete and very stable in this connection. Let me pull some more of these cards, and then we're going to do some song cards and then message cards before we go to the extended. So what else does pile 2 need to know? We have anemone optimism. Look up and look brightly. So this person sees you as someone who's optimistic about life, and they also are very optimistic about this connection and where it's going. We have jonquil, power. I'm probably saying all these flowers wrong. Half of these I've never heard of, so I apologize. But this represents power. It says, take hold of what you know is yours. So, I can't get this card off the floor. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I'm glad I struggled because I like this card. Okay, then we have Mexican marigold. Marigolds are one of my favorites. It says renewal, time to begin again, stronger and better. For some of you guys that have been in some sort of either slight disconnect or maybe even separation, there could be a renewal coming up, or something that this person does want in their heart is to renew and rejuvenate this connection. Maybe in the absence, they've realized how much worth was here, how much passion they held for you, how much stability you brought into their life, and then not having this piece of their world, so to speak, again, has caused them a lot of anxiety. So they want to change that, and they possibly want to ask for your forgiveness or give you a token of their affection here. All right, let's pull some song cards. So with my song deck, if you don't know the song, just look up the lyrics if you feel called to. There's going to be a message in the lyrics for you from your person. All right, we have 2. We have Familiar Feeling by Cat the Dreamer. This is kind of about someone who's been through a crushed heart so many times that it's just a familiar feeling. So again, for that, I did talk about some of you guys have kind of had like around and around. So this could feel familiar again. Again, this person may have just been very disappointed in love, and so they just expect that to always happen. And then the other song is At Last by Etta James. So, I mean, most people know this song. So, At Last, My Time Has Come. So, hopefully, this person is just really realizing, like, again, how much completion, how much love is here, how much wish fulfillment is here. And it's like, finally. And so if some of you guys are in that separation, a renewal could be coming back up, and maybe like you're thinking, at last, this is finally happening. So really, really beautiful energy. Let's pull some message cards before I take this to the extended. What deck do I want to use? All right, I'm going to use this deck. Let's see. So for pile 2's person, what is on their mind? What's on their heart? What do they want the viewer to know? I wish you peace, happiness, and love. So this person definitely wants the best for you. There's no question of the value they see in you. I know we are meant to be together. We'll be together again. We were married in another lifetime. So there could be a past life connection for a lot of you guys. We did have the lover, so there's a soul level connection. I have always known you are the one for me. I dream about being close to you. My love for you is eternal. There will only ever be one you. I have cried over losing you. I hate how I treated you. Let's pull one more. I don't understand why things are like they are. Okay, 2 more because I'll take the bottom. I know you're thinking about me and it excites me. Maybe some of them, because if they're intuitive, maybe they're picking up that you're watching a reading about them. All right, I'm going to take this over to the extended. In the extended, I'm going to be going through this person's intentions and actions, possible outcomes and guidance, as well as more message cards. If you're interested in that, the link will be in the description box below. If not, I will see you guys in a future reading. As always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. Don't forget to like, comment, even if it's just an emoji. I always truly appreciate that. And I'm so happy and humbled to have you guys spend your time with me. It's truly an honor, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. You guys picked this dragonfly card and this piece of black obsidian wand here. So we are going over how your person is currently thinking and feeling about you and about the connection, and anything else my guides want to throw in, you know, that I'll share. I'm going to start with some oracle cards just to kind of see like what energy we're in, just to help you know if this is your pile or not. A lot of intuitive messages come through during this part of the reading too, so hopefully like there'll be signifiers for you guys that way. So if you have a sign in your head, feel free to think of something that you want to come up to let your guides know, to let you know that it's your pile. Sorry. Okay, so the dragonfly, so it's representing air signs, so Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Your person doesn't have to be that, or you don't have to be that, but that could be heavy in the chart. This is also about intellectual thinkers, but also sometimes people who value logic over feelings at times. So with the dragonfly though, here on this card, it's called the Master of Light. So there's some light worker nods here. Some of you guys may be a light worker. But this is also about like skimming the edge. So this person at times might just skim the edge of things and might not get too deep. Or this, for some of you guys, this connection might not have completely taken off, or as soon as you think it's grounding, it kind of goes back. It's a little up in the air, so to speak, right? It's that vibe that's coming in. When this is kind of, this energy is in balance, this is someone that can see clearly, is pretty joyful, and has like a magnetic magic quality to them. Now, when they're out of balance, they have a tendency to be like, maybe they can't concentrate, they might have ADHD or have a busy mind, be a little frantic. Again, this could be your energy or theirs. It's just this energy is within this card. Some of you guys, the actual dragonfly, someone has a dragonfly tattoo out there because they're showing me that, or I'm seeing like a dragonfly necklace or something like that, but it's like an adornment on either the skin or a jewelry. All of a sudden, I'm hearing wind chimes. I'm not sure if that's for anybody either. So we have dragonfly, and then we also had the moth coming up. So another air sign. So you guys could be like double air sign. Again, if your sign isn't in there, don't discredit it just from that. This is just a nod for air signs. There is a level of the moth to the flame kind of thing. Now the moth is a little impulsive. This could be someone's a little bit of a night owl. But also can like jump right in there, like it's that being drawn to the flame that moths quite are, and sometimes that flame burns you. So there could be like a dynamic within the two of you guys where it's like you're drawn to each other, but something about that like almost sets each other on fire, maybe in a good way, maybe in a, you know, romantic kind of fashion, passionate kind of way, but it's almost like you get burned because that way too, you know. So there might be instances where it like comes in quick and then dies out, comes in quick, you know. I don't know if there's like not enough fuel for the fire coming in here. All right, what else did you guys have? You had freedom. So there might be a separation going on in this connection, or someone feels the need to be free. But then the other side of this card is also about feeling free in a connection where you allow the other person to be themselves, or they allow you to be themselves, which is actually a really beautiful quality in a relationship where you don't feel the need to own or tie down. You allow someone to be who they are and love them that way. And that's all about what unconditional love is all about. So there could be a level of unconditional love here too. And for other of you guys, also I'm hearing like jailbait. So there might be like an age difference for some of you guys. Or then someone could have been incarcerated at some time. I don't know. I've never gotten that message before, but it just popped in. Now there's a yin and yang here, so there's a balance, also giving me that Libra vibe, which is an air sign. But this connection here, so the yin and the yang, it's almost like a sense of completion, completing each other, possibly divine counterparts, those kind of things. Or it's like you guys could also be very much opposite than each other, or do a lot of different things, but yet in a complementary kind of way. The positive, the negative, masculine, feminine, all those kind of things. Like, we do live in a world of polarity, and it's finding the balance. So that also, I'm hearing that also was an issue at times, is finding a balance within the connection. Either one person's all in and the other person's not quite. It's like, I don't know, I'm seeing like a teeter-totter. It's like you can't quite even it out. So again, may have been an issue at times in the connection, was finding that balance, finding that evenness where both parties are doing equal parts. So there might have been an imbalance at times, or maybe if you guys are in separation, that might have been what like tipped the scales, so to speak, as not being in balance, or not keeping a level head. But overall, there's just a lot of love and like a sense of completion between the two of you guys. Then we have the dog. So the dog is about loyalty. The dog is about being trustworthy. It's about being able to someone that you can come home to. The number 18 and 10 are on here. So October 18th might be important. I don't know if they're showing it to me that way. Or the 18th or the 10th of the month, or the 10th month, which is October, which at the time I'm recording this is this month. But there's also like just this loyalty that's coming in, but also like a really good friend. And the dogs do represent that unconditional love message I was getting. So, you know, think how like they say, you know, if you want to know what true love is, have a dog. Like, a dog's going to love you no matter what. So there could just be like, no matter what I've gone through, no matter what we've done, I will always love you. And then like, you know, wanting to build a home together with this little home in the background. And I want to be your light and your like saving grace, your safety place at the end of the day, is this message coming in. So let me move these to the side, and let's get some tarot to kind of start really getting into how this person's feeling about you. Hopefully this will give you an insight. If a lot of that resonated, then it's probably your pile. If you're drawn to this pile, there's something in here for you. But let's get going. There will also be an extended at the end for an even deeper dive, but we're going to get a lot of information here as well. So, but the links for the extendeds will be in the description box. So, all right, pile 3's person, how are they currently feeling about them? Please, what is going on in their feelings for pile 3? So the Emperor, so we got some Aries energy. So this person, the Emperor is, you know, the ruler of the kingdoms. This person, we have all these constellations here. So I feel like this person, like one of you guys could be into astrology with this here. We have another dog here, so there's like a loyalty. But the Emperor is ruled by Aries. Aries rules the first house, which has a tendency to be a little self-focused at times. But he has a cat on his lap too. German Shepherds might be important in this connection as well. Actually, I'm just going to put this down. I'm going to keep going. I'm getting some interesting messages, but I don't want to stop there. So we have the High Priestess, and she's actually a tarot reader, so some of you guys may be a tarot reader. So there's a spiritual quality to this. We did have the Dragonfly and the Light Worker. So, but I'm getting like this person feels very confident that if you guys aren't together, that you'll be back together at some point. But this person sees you as very magical, all-knowing. Maybe you've predicted the future for some reason. Yeah. We have the Knight of Wands. So this person definitely sees you as someone that they're passionately drawn to, like that moth to a flame. In this card, we have a dragon in the background, and this guy's got his wand, and he looks like he's going to go try to fight this dragon. So for some of you guys, there may be like this, again, this such immense passion between the two of you guys that it almost becomes like a battle is how this feels. Like this person's like fighting against being drawn to the light. Some of them may like have this need to be like independent. But I know we're looking at how they see you. So they definitely see you as strong, Very, very intuitive, very insightful. They're very passionately drawn to you. The Knight of Pentacles. So we have two action knights. So we have our wands, and then we have our Knight of Pentacles. So there is some sort of tangible offering this person wants to make you. They do want to bring you things. They may want to buy you a gift. They may have already bought you a gift. Or they might have given you something really sweet that you have actually around. And then we have a Page of Pentacles. So my Page of Pentacles, I know I talk about this. I don't know if any other reader reads it this way, but my guides give me as like a offering, like a peace offering, or wanting to apologize. I think he's come up in every pile today. It's really interesting. So I think we have a lot of people that are sorry out there. All right, let me clarify this Emperor, because I'm getting some weird messages, and I want to make sure I'm clear about this. 3 of Cups. So this person, as okay. So I feel like, I don't know why my pile 3s have been throwing me off lately. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me. There's this thing about this person had a tendency to listen to others about your connection. Again, this feels like not necessarily third party situation. I'm not one of the readers that, oh, I see a 3, so it's third party, or another person's involved. But this feels like this person used to listen to their friends or their family, or they did, or they took advice from people. But now this person's starting to like really get secure about what they want, what they think about the connection, what they think about you, and putting that over what the advice they got from friends, because it's like they are feeling like that maybe their friends didn't really know. But also, I don't think this person was very open and honest about how they really felt about you, or how they really feel about you. And so their friends would be like, oh no, don't worry about it, blah. But really they knew, you know, they had a lot of feelings towards you, and you knew that too. Like, again, you have this insight into this connection, and they feel this massive spiritual connection with you. I think that they listened to the advice of others, and they're realizing that maybe that's what this apology is kind of about. Like, I'm sorry I listened to everybody else. I should have listened to myself. So it feels like this person's finally putting their own thoughts. Now, that makes more sense, because that message was kind of coming in, but I was like, I don't get that from that card, but it's coming in with this. But there's also, with the 3 of Cups for me, is reunion energy. So this person could be really like figuring out and thinking about getting really stable and secure in the idea of coming back together, and actually wanting to make an effort towards that. All right, let's keep going. Queen of Pentacles. So this person sees your value. They see your worth. They just see you as this very nurturing person that can manifest so much. They hold you in high regard. With the the High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles here. So not only are you, there's a sense of magic about you, but there's a sense of abundance about you. I'm also hearing some of you guys are a good cook. They like the way you cook. I've never gotten that message with this card before, but here we go. That's never crossed my mind in all these years I've been doing readings on TikTok. On YouTube. I've never talked about that. 6 of Swords. So this person definitely wants forward momentum. They don't want this chaos that you've been in. And I think some of you guys had this like fiery, passionate kind of connection at times, but I feel like, again, that always blew up in your face. So this person wants to come back in a more calm, collected, communicative kind of way. Maybe that's the offer they want to make. It's something stable, something just less chaotic. Keep going. We have a 7 of Swords. But this person's still holding back some of their truths. This guy's wearing a blue cloak here. So blue is the color of the throat chakra, so they're not fully expressing. So 7 of Swords, a lot of people read that as someone cheating. I don't, honestly. Maybe somebody cheated and they want to owe an apology, so that could be there. But the 7 of Swords is a card of strategy. The 7 of Swords is a card of holding back information, sometimes denying yourself your own information, denying your own feelings, but also just keeping their thoughts to themselves. So this person, again, may be able to give you gifts, but not express how they feel sometimes, or express their truth. So you might have been like, well, I know they like me, they do XYZ, they do physical things for me, they show up that way, but they've never verbally told me. And it's just because this person may have some fears around expressing their truth. And then we have a 7 of Wands, but they feel a little guarded. Then we have the 10 of Pentacles. This has shown up in every reading too. There's been a lot of interesting similar energy, so I don't know if there's a collective thing going on with all these piles. Very interesting to me, because usually all my piles are totally different. So if you felt drawn to more than one, then feel free to pop into that. All right, my guides for whatever reason are drawing me into this tower in the background. So this person may be slowly coming out of an isolation, a period of isolation, if they pulled away from you, and trying to figure out how to move forward with this map here. So I'm not getting a tower moment. I'm getting more of like the tower from the Lenormand, which is isolation. They're just showing me that this person is ready to come out of that. But they may come out, but they might be a little defensive as they do, maybe still standing their ground about, they feel like they did what they needed to do. They feel just in that, but I think they're kind of coming out, but they do want to give you some sort of apology or acknowledge the fact that maybe they just weren't really open about things. Now, others of you guys, I think you're in a connection with this person. So maybe someone's just been quiet and distant, and that's it. They're going to apologize, but I don't know if they're going to fully explain it with the 7 of Wands. I'm just being honest, because 7 of Wands is a defensive energy. If you can't see, this person feels like everybody's pointing at them and they're standing on guard, right? But so that energy's here. So you might get a little bit, but you might still be like, okay. It's just how that is. And again, that's because they're still having a hard time expressing their full truths. I'm actually going to get some clarifiers on that. Actually, I'm going to use a different deck. I didn't do any clarifiers really within decks for anybody else. So if you're here from another pile, don't yell at me or don't tell the other piles. All right. Can I get a little insight to what this person is holding back on the 7 of Swords? I mean, I think I know what it is, but I'm 2 of Bats, which is Ghost Bats. Imps is 1. So yeah, okay, I know that's a sword. I just didn't know they were called bats in this. Oh yeah, okay. Bats are swords. I was like, I recognize this picture, but bats just didn't make sense for swords for me. But I guess air sign, okay, flying. Got it. I just got this deck. This is the Halloween deck. This was donated to the channel from Anastasia over at Confessions of an Angel. Amazing channel, amazing love readings. Okay, 2 of Bats here. So this person is holding back this needing to make a choice. And in this card, it's kind of fun. This person, they have 5 of their swords and the other 2 swords. Their decision, a choice they have to make, is on the wall, and that's where this person's focus is. And then that's, again, what they're hiding. They're hiding what their choice is going to be. And maybe they just haven't fully made a choice yet, or they're trying to figure out their choice. What is the 2 of Swords? Can you give us insight to what this 2 of Swords is about? 6 of Pumpkins. So this is 6 of Pentacles. This is about giving to others. This is about being generous. So they may be making a decision about how much effort that they are, recognizing that they haven't put enough effort into this connection if they haven't. Kind of seems like a weird thing to be quiet about. I'm going to pull one more. Any other insight? The Emperor. There's Aries energy again. Maybe they're, oh, okay, so that's the decision. Do they give to you or do they keep to themselves? That's what it is. This person is still trying to figure that out. I think they want to be generous with you. They want to make you an offering. This person is still figuring out how to balance being in a relationship and how to still feel like their own person. We did have this freedom. So for some of you guys, this person needs to feel free in a relationship. Not everybody will get that. Some relationships do. That's on you if that's okay for you. But this is really important to this person. They still need to hold a level of freedom when it comes. Doesn't mean that they want to be free to date everybody else. They just need to feel like they're not tied down to things. So that just takes a special understanding. If you can't do that, you can't do it, then that's a level of compatibility, guys. Those are the things that we have to recognize. Not everybody's wants and needs are good or bad. It's just sometimes we have to recognize those don't mesh well with mine, and that's okay. We just might not be compatible. So keep that in mind moving forward. But that's what this person, so this person may have just been keeping that to themselves, that they don't know how to express that they need freedom in a relationship. But I don't think it's because they have a lack of feelings. It's not because they don't see your worth. It's just a level that this person hasn't been able to balance. Oh yeah, we had balance here. Oh wow, okay. Ta-da, joy. Hasn't been able to feel like they are able to balance what they give others and give themselves. It's like they get off balance. And maybe you guys have just been off balance. Maybe one person's been pouring into the other, all this stuff. So I feel like there's a really strong talk needs to happen. Again, in the extended, we're going to go over intentions and possible outcomes. But let's pull some more cards here. But yeah, this is just what this feels like. This person's just stuck between themselves and others. Like, how much are they giving? And can I do both? So they're just figuring that out. So you might notice that if they give you a lot and then they pull back, it's because they don't know how to balance the give and the take, or the give and the keep, filling their own cup and then how much they give to others. So, okay, that's why they might get defensive too. And they isolate themselves. It's like if they give too much, then they pull back. It's like, yeah, this person is all in or all out, right? It's like, find the freaking middle, man. But that's where they're working on. But they just haven't been able to express that. I feel like if they were just open and honest with you about that, it would clear up a lot of this stuff. Because I'm sure your mind jumps to conclusions. But, oh, they must not care. They must not like me. They must not this. But this person's like, I just don't know how to do a relationship, And so sometimes if they feel like they're failing you, then they just revert back to just being with themselves. So, all right, let me pull some of these cards. And then we'll pull some message cards, and then we'll take it to the extended. So what else do we need to know about pile 3? Zinnia, absence. What is here, or what is not here is key. So yeah, what is holding, what doesn't this person talk about? So, this might not be the case for everybody with the Seven of Swords, what they're holding back, but pay attention to what they don't speak of. It's almost like the absence of the truth is the truth. What are they avoid talking about? That might be the truth of what they're having a hard time here with. Wisteria, longevity. Plan for and take a dedicated path. We do have this Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, which is solid, true energy running through. This is dependable energy. So this person could be thinking about the longevity. How do I move forward? How do I be all of this? So your person might just be in this weird, interesting part of their life. Again, they have a tendency to rush in, but then they don't know how to balance that out. But they could be figuring out how to make a more concrete way forward with you and not be so wishy-washy. I don't think this person enjoys that. I think it actually, they don't want to hurt you. They don't want to hurt anyone, but they keep finding themselves in these positions where they can't keep their balance. Yeah, all right, let's pull one more of these. What else? Forget-me-not, remembrance, memories, and the past, memories and the key past. I cannot read this. Memories and the past hold the key. So this person, you've never left their mind. They can't forget about you, even if they try. If they've gone, every time they isolate themselves, anytime they come back to calm, they come back to you. They come back to the value of this. But do you have an Eight of Pentacles under here? And then there's our Knight of Cups. There's, and a Knight of Swords. All the Knights came out. So they do want to take action towards you. You know, this is below the surface. They do want to come in and tell you, but they still have things to work on. They still want to be able to provide. This person also could be very focused on, you know, their material world at this time and working on that. So some of you guys can be dealing with someone that is really focused on building their own foundations before they come in with some sort of love offer. It's just this person just hasn't figured out how to balance life just yet. But I don't think it's a lack of care for you or a lack of understanding your value. We don't have a lot of watery cup emotions. We do have this Three of Cups. So they also value your friendship here, and they value your loyalty and how they always can, you're very dependable. Now, what you think of that statement, completely on you. But this person does, I think, tends to value logic over feelings. Because we don't have a lot of cups. We didn't have a lot of cups all today. Super interesting. We might just have a collective of people that are really holding their emotions back. But we're going to dive into that a little bit. Let's get some message cards. All right, I've been using these most of the day, so I think I'm going to continue. Let's pull some message cards before we go over. Oh, actually, not pulling message cards yet. I'm going to pull some song cards. So with the song cards, if you don't know the song, at least just look up the song and look up the lyrics. There's going to be a message within the lyrics for you. So for pile 3, what song? Young and Beautiful by Lana Del Rey. So will you still love me when I'm no longer young and beautiful? So they're probably curious if you're going to love them regardless. Can you love them unconditionally? Maybe this person doesn't see themselves as beautiful. We have You and Me by the Hunna. This is, I love this song, gosh. A little more of a rock song, or indie rock, kind of alternative rock. But it's You and Me, we are wild and we are free. You and me were meant to be is the main line. And then we have It Must Have Been Love by Roxette. But it's over now. So this is kind of a sadder song. This is from the 80s or early 90s. So we have Young and Beautiful, You and Me, and It Must Have Been Love by Roxette for your songs. So feel free to look those up if you feel so guided to, or just listen to them. There's going to be a message within the lines. On the bottom, we also have You Got Me by The Roots featuring Erykah Badu. So it's kind of funny, like Young has the word you in it, you's here, and you again. I just noticed that. It's like you. So they are focused on you. Like you are important to them. Bottom of this flower pile, I just realized I had put it upside down. It says Desire. Be certain of where you place your passions. This kind of feels like that moth to a flame kind of energy. They feel very drawn to your light. All right, let's pull some message cards because I promised you guys I would. And then I'll take this to the extended for intentions, possible outcomes, and guidance, and more message cards. So channel messages from pile 3's person, please. Channel message from pile 3's person. I feel like you're better off without me. I'm planning on reaching out to you. I don't understand what you see in me. Okay, so this person's dealing with some self-worth stuff. Maybe they're working on their worth. They obviously see yours, but they might have put you on a pedestal. We are king and queen love, type of love. So there's divine counterpart kind of love. I know we are meant to be together. Addictions keep me away from you and from us. So some of you guys, your person could be dealing with some sort of addictions to things. Maybe they're addicted to freedom. I haven't told anyone how I feel about you. There will only ever be one you. I'm grateful for you. And I will always love you no matter what. So those are your messages. I'm going to take this over to the extended. The link will be in the description box below. I'll either see you guys over there or in a different reading. As always, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, even if it's just an emoji. I always appreciate that. And I will see you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys.